Yo, 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 it's Marky Mark's Terrell. Hope everybody's doing good. Here it is very windy. Sun comes out, the rain comes out, it's back and forth. So I kind of was like, you know what? I had enough of this weather for today. The weather's very annoying. The weather is annoying. So I decided to come on here for a bit and see if anybody needed help. It's crazy now the sun's out. Oh boy. Mm, that's probably why. Mhm. Cool. Cool. Hey, Blue Nile. I'm doing good, sweetheart. How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is good with you. Yes, I got it. Thank you. Busy, busy is good. As long as it's a good busy and not a bad busy. You can ask your question when you're ready, sweetie. All right, let's check, sweetie. When they get into their college. Will she get into this college? You know what? I'm gonna say it's possible. Yeah, I don't think it's set in stone, really. It's saying that it's very hopeful. It's favorable to go there, and it's a good place to go to, and it's saying that you have an opportunity to go there, but it's not saying yes and it's not saying no. It's saying maybe at the present time. It says yes, that it could be definitely it could definitely happen for sure. I think you Yeah, I think it's up to you to prepare for it. If they see that you're prepared, if there's a lack of preparation, you're not going to get it. So it really depends on you. It's saying that it's possible, but you have to face it with a lot of preparation. You got to prepare to get into this college apparently. So it's saying that it's very favorable, it's hopeful, it looks good. It looks like you're going to have a chance to get in it, but it mainly depends on you. You know, it depends on you, but it's saying, I'm getting more positive than negative, to be honest. But it's saying that if there's a lack of preparation, you're not going to get in there. I should just need to book combination. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me just check something for you. Yeah. It's saying from now until June is a very good chance that you'll get in there. There's got to be some type of conclusion or some type of outcome in order for you to get in there. But you personally, I think you'll make the effort and everything will be will be done in due time. I think it's a matter of like getting everything together and from now until June, it says yes, you'll get there. I'm getting a better answer on from now until June. Yeah, but remember, this totally depends on you. That's what it's saying. The more you prepare for it, the more chance you have. But if you're not, if you lack the preparation of getting there, you're not going to get in. All right, sweetie. But it's saying that they're going to look at your resume, like, I guess a resume or something, or look at your files and stuff, and they're going to see that um, there's a sincere interest on your part, and they're going to understand. You might be dealing with a woman, and if you are dealing with a woman when you're getting to the point of getting into the college, she's going to look at you and say, "Yeah, I'm going to give her a chance. We're going to give her a chance and make this happen." But you have to make an effort. If you make the effort, it'll definitely happen. Okay, good. Yeah. So they're saying that don't just bank on that. Just keep preparing. Like, don't think you already got it. I mean, it's good to think you already got it, but like, prepare yourself for whatever they throw at you, so that way you have all your you have everything covered. That's what they're saying. That's good. I'm happy for you, sweetheart, and it looks like you'll get it. It's just a cycle that you have to go through to get the complete yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That's just confirmation that it's going that route. So I got the Wheel of Fortune at the end here, so it's telling me that the cycle is gonna be completed once you've shown them complete preparation. And a woman could be preparing you for it, or it could be you yourself preparing yourself. So it looks good, sweetheart. It looks good. Looks like you'll get it. Cards are saying it's possible for before June or around that time. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. No problem at all. That's one thing I never did, was go to college. I just dropped out of school and went straight to work. And I learned from everybody around me. My parents couldn't really afford to put me in college, and neither could I. I couldn't afford to go to college either. Out of four of us, my oldest sister went to college and she became a teacher. Yeah, it's not for everyone. My oldest nephew, he's 20 and he's out there in Canada right now, in Dalhousie. He's out there learning some business or something like that. I have no idea. Yeah, if you want to study law, then that's good, because lawyers make a lot of money. If you're going to be a lawyer, that's a good thing, because people need lawyers now more than ever, because everybody's getting sued, everybody's getting divorces, my sister's getting a divorce and her lawyer has been good, but it's they make a lot of money. Just an email makes money. Yeah, your mother, yeah. Yeah, human rights is something that's it's good to deal with, yeah. Yeah, she deals with divorce, well, I'm sure she makes a lot of money. Because here in Bermuda, they make like, just an email is like $400 just for an email. Like, to say what you want and to interact with the lawyer. And like, if you email a few times, like, you're looking at thousands of dollars back and forth. Like, it's crazy. They make like $400 an hour. And I'm like, fuck, I went through the wrong business. But it is what it is. I'm not really the type of person. My neighbor, she was a lawyer, and she was on the bar, and she got called up, and she was a corporate lawyer, and she did it for like 6-7 years, and she got out of it because she couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here everything is more expensive and everybody makes more money here. Bermuda is like one of the richest countries in the world. So yeah. Yeah, so she told me, I spoke to her like last week, and she said to me, Mark, I had to get out of it. I couldn't take it anymore. And she told me, "Yep, Mark, I'm done. I can't deal with the lawyer stuff. I can't deal with that type of stuff." And she ended up being a part-time teacher. Then she didn't want to do that anymore, and now she's doing yoga. She's a yoga instructor. So she's a good gal if she goes and does what she did. But she said that she'll never be a lawyer again. I don't blame her, because lawyers, that's a hard business to deal with. Yeah, it's like it's a certain thing. Like you win and lose, and you still make money. The person loses, but you still make money. I know people who still owe their lawyer money, hundreds of thousands of dollars they owe their lawyer. That's insane. Yeah, see, it's like people change their profession. The last 3 years, I think a lot of people changed their life because of COVID. You know, not making money, changing their profession, waking people up. People had time to think about and reevaluate their life and know what they want to do. It's good to change your profession and change your life every now and then. It's nothing wrong with that. Like the more you learn, the more you earn. That's my philosophy. That's my motto, whatever you want to call it. And that's what happened with me. I was when I dropped out of school, I went to a gas station. The guy I used to pump gas and do the cash register and be like an assistant manager. Then I became a mechanic, and I didn't want to be a mechanic no more. I was like, this shit's bullshit. Like I'm sick and tired of getting grease and dirt. This is not for me. Like I like it, but it's okay. I learned the basics and I'm going. Then I started doing construction. It was a lot of harder work, but I learned a lot in construction. I learned how to build houses, how to build a wall, build a roof. Then I started doing electrical with this guy. Then I started really loving electrical and hooking up things. And then I became an electrician. No college, no nothing. And I've been an electrician for 25 years. And I've had my own business, my own maintenance business. It's going to be 16 years in September. No, I'm an Aquarius, February 6th, close to a Pisces, 2 weeks off, but I'm an Aquarius. Yeah. Hey, Lorraine, how you doing? Yeah, so I learned a lot of things. So that's why I got a maintenance business, so I can learn more and more and more. And a little bit of plumbing, anything to do with a house, I'm pretty good at. So some people would say otherwise, that I'm, you know, the goat, but I don't consider myself no goats and all that shit. I'm a human being that does good work, and that's all that matters. I don't need like a medal or a trophy and shit like that. I don't like to be praised too much because that goes downhill. Oh, good for you, Lorraine. Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of Pisces guys that are construction workers and maintenance guys and things like that. I actually worked with 3 Pisces this past year. Actually, four. Sorry, 4 Pisces guys, and 3 were born in February, and one was born in March. And okay, thanks, Lorraine. I appreciate that. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, some people don't. I mean, it's not for everybody. Like I say, my nephews look at me and say, "Hey, my oldest nephew, my second oldest nephew, he's 15 going 16, and his mom's trying to get him, to look at colleges, and he says, "Well, I definitely don't want to be like my Uncle Mark because he works too damn hard, and I'm not going to be out in no damn sun all day busting my ass. I need to find an inside job." So he's already seen, like, through my experiences. He's like, "Oh, hell no." He's a Scorpio. I actually learned a lot of electrical from a Scorpio guy. Yeah. I mean, it just depends. Like, people change. Um, I tell myself many times that I can do this for a living if I wanted to. Yeah. He's one of my favorite nephews are my Scorpio and my Virgo nephew. They're my two favorites. Um, they're the ones I live next to anyway, so I'm pretty much with them all the time. But they see me and they don't want to do what I do because they see how hard I work and they see all the crap I go through, and they're like kind of scared of electrical stuff. They're like, I'm not getting shocked. Hell no, Uncle Mark, no, no. And I'm like, look, it's not for everybody. I don't want you guys to think that you have to be like me. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to do what you want to do. You got you the youngest one, he's into computers. He's like a computer guy. He's really good at like computers and stuff like that. The Scorpio one, he's into like sports. He says he would love to be a coach or like to be like a good athlete. So they're still young. At that age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Yeah, exactly. So they look at me and like, no, we're not gonna work that hard. Hell no. And they always tell me like, yo, did you go to college, Uncle Mom? I'm like, nope. So I didn't go to college, one, because my dad couldn't afford it. Two, I didn't want to go to school anymore. I left school. And I said I became something without school. It doesn't matter. But I encourage them to always stay in school. And I actually, they play PlayStation and all these games online. So my youngest nephew, I made him a deal. I said, if you get over 80% on all three of your tests, I'll get you a card for your game. And he got 80% and more on all of his tests. So I had to cough up a card for his game. But I don't mind doing that. See, I'm encouraging them to be smart and to do good on their tests because I don't want them to bust their ass like me, but I choose to do that. I choose to work out there in the field and construction and electrician and all that stuff. I choose to do that. But now at my age, at 46, I just been 46 in February, I'm starting to like get tired of doing it. Like I'm really tired of working, busting my ass outside every summertime. Like it's so freaking hot and I'm constantly like sweating and being annoyed. And I'm like, you know what, Mark, you can't do this shit forever. Like you need to calm down a bit. So I've calmed down a bit. I only do little small jobs just to keep me going. I've been more active on here. And if it works, don't if it's working and you don't need to fix it and it's not broken, then obviously it's working. So between both of them, I consider this a business now because I've done it for free so long that now it's become a business. It's become my side hustle type of thing. But I don't really look at it like that. I look at it as a job that I have to do to help people. So it's become pretty good for me. It adds more money on my plate. It's an income, and it's a good income that I can help pay for bills and help do things, and also get the joy of helping people out. So it's something I like to do, but I don't want to do it like as a full-time job. I think that's like not yet. Well, the thing is I was the same way, Blue. Now I was the same way. Sometimes the main thing when you pull cards for someone, whether it's good or bad, you have to tell them. And if you keep believing that, and you keep believing everything you see, even if it's like the worst cards you've ever pulled for somebody, you have to say it. You have to do it because if you're doing something, you got to stick with it from the good and the bad. There's good and bad in everything, and you could be warning somebody that's about to go down a shitty path or go some bad's gonna happen to them. Yeah, I don't really have that problem with people too much anymore because I cut off all the addicts. Like if I feel like somebody's addicted, I'll I'll be like, look, don't send me no money. I'm going to read for you this last time. And I want you to understand that you don't need these cards. And most people won't say that because they want the money. Where, hey, Cindy, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? I'm the type of reader, and that's why I get a lot of respect from my elders and from people around me, because I'm not going to sit here and take your money every single day. I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to say, hey, look, and even if you go to somebody else with your addiction, I don't care. That's your problem. But you're not going to be an addict. You're not going to be a terror addict in my room and in my life. It's not going to happen. You're not going to demand me by throwing money at me and telling me I have to read you. I'll refund you, block you, and tell you go somewhere else. Because I used to deal with that before. And I used to feel sorry for the person and felt like I had to deal with them because they already sent me money. And I'm like, look, I don't need this money. Like, this is bullshit. Like, I'm already got money from my original, business. I don't need this headache of somebody aggravating me every day. Hey, Mark, just sent you money. I need you to do this. I need you to pull cards on this. I can't do this. I can't. I'm like, no. You're not going to irritate me all day. No. And that's why I took a big break. I took a big break from this for like almost a year. Off and on, I was coming on and not really doing too much because I was busy with my own life. Yeah, exactly. It gets energetically draining. Yeah. Okay, Cindy, cool. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're recovering well. But yeah, Blue Nile, it's not easy because some people do it and take that person's money and lie to them. So if you're doing that as a reader, you're an idiot because you're pretty much conning these people, and you're gonna keep conning them until you lose everything. So was it really worth conning everybody and getting a couple $1,000 here and there just to con people? Like, are you crazy? So yeah. Well, that's the thing. When I first came on here, I didn't charge anything. I pretty much did readings for free because I was scared that people were gonna come back and say, "Hey, you were wrong. I paid for that shit. You better give me back my money." And it's not happened to me, but it happened I think the beginning of this year. A person like came in here and said that they were very sick and they were struggling, and then they sent $5 for a reading, and I was like, well, I would have done it for you for free because like if you're saying you're sick and you're all messed up, it's fine. And they're like, no, you deserve it, blah blah blah. So then a month later, this person contacts PayPal and says that they want their $5 back, and I was like, I looked up the person, I was like, who the fuck is this? So when I went to go look, I was like, oh, this person was the one who said that she was dying of cancer and all this shit. She was probably lying. I don't know if she was lying or not. I didn't even check because I didn't even care. I just gave the $5 back. $5 back. I'm like, if $5 is what you want, then go for it. Take it. Stick it up your butt. I don't care. Like, you take that $5. It don't mean nothing to me. You're the first person that's ever done that to me. So I was like, whatever. Like, you can take your $5, but I didn't have to do it. I could have like said no, but like if you were really suffering like that, why would you like pay me anyway? I would have done it for you for free. But see, the people are just weird like that. Yeah, they're just weird. So I cut that person off. I went back to the live that I did. I found it. I blocked them. I gave them back their money. I'm like, you ain't coming in here no more doing that shit to me. So I was really upset about that. Like, you had the nerve to ask for your $5 back. Like, you should be asking God to cure your cancer so you can be safe and you can be alive, instead of coming in here asking me shit, and then taking back your money. Like, that's just stupid. Like, so it is difficult dealing with people, Exactly. Yeah, it's hard to trust people because they lie too much, and then you're gonna get me asking about lies, and I don't even know because you're lying, trying to test me out to see if I'm good or if I'm bad or I'm doing the reading properly. Like, that's bullshit. There's a lot of like readers on here that make people feel that way, or like they just do it just to make money and they don't really give nothing. And a lot of people overcharge for readings. Like some of these people that they think that they're like the shit. And I'm like $20. I mean, not $20, like $50 for a question. And they answer it within like 2 minutes. And then they give you some runaround shit. And you're like, huh? I paid $50 for that? Like, you must be crazy. Hell no. Goodbye. I'm not giving you no $50 for no 5-minute reading. I charge $50 for half an hour to 45-minute reading. And you can ask 10, 15, 20 questions for $50 if you take private. Yeah. That's my deal. And that's the deal of the century. And my price has been the same for 3 years. I've never changed. The only thing I changed was I charge extra $5 for mediumship. I charge $55 for mediumship. And mediumship goes over half an hour to an hour. And I never charge more. I never, tell that person, I went over the time limit, you got to pay me. No one's ever said that. No one's can ever say that about me. Even when I answer a question on here for $5, I answer it, with complete detail. And I'll even, somebody will ask a question within another question. And I don't say, oh, well, that's another question. You got to give me $5 again. I never do that. If you want to send it, that's on you. But I'm not going to sit here and ask you for more shit. I'll answer 2-3 questions for $5 indirectly because you come to me before. So I'll take care of you. Like if you take care of me, I'll take care of you. That's what I do. But if you're coming here the very first time and you're asking 3 questions in one round, then I'm going to be like, you know what? I don't need you in here acting crazy. But if you're like a client of mine that you've donated like at least more than 3-4 times, I'll give you shit, I've had many people come in here and say, Mark, I don't have the money right now. Can you please do this reading for me and I'll pay you some other time? And I'll be like, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. It's cool. And I used to charge 15 last year, 15, 10, and then now I'm at 5 because I'm trying to cater to everyone who can't afford it because times are really hard. Times are really hard out there. And I understand what people are going through. And that's, yeah, but for the answers that I give, yes, because I don't give one word answers. I don't just say yes to your answer and then move on to the next person. I'm going to elaborate. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? Yeah, when I charged 15, people used to say it was cheap because I used to give a lot of information. And then I said, you know what, during COVID, I said, I'm going to put my price down to 10 to help people who suffered. Then the last 9 months or so, I put it down to 5 because people were like, I wish I can afford it. And I was like, if you would, so like people, I wouldn't say people changed my mind. I would say that, I changed my mind because I want to help everyone. Exactly. And this is the problem with a lot of readers. They just say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. There's no elaboration. There's no, like, I know some readers will be like, oh, let me clarify is their word. Let me clarify this, which is fine. You can clarify it. That's cool. But the thing is you should be reading the 3 cards. If you pull 3 cards, right? And all 3 of those cards together can mean something. 2 of them can be very significant. And hey, Amy, how are you, sweetie? That this is like the thing. Whereas people have to understand that if you're a tarot reader, you've got to be telling people the answer in full detail. If they're paying $5, $10, whatever they're paying, you got to give that person at least a 5-minute reading, a minute, for every dollar that goes by. And I feel like I do that. That's why people come back, and that's why I love to give more information. If you know your tarot and you read reversals and uprights, and you read the storyline, you can get so much information, more information that you can ever imagine. But you're lazy and you don't want to do that because all you want is the fucking money. And that's the difference between me and a lot of readers is they're just here to bullshit you, take your money, and that's it. And if you want to do that, go for it. It's not my problem. But don't sit here and tell me, this, and this, because I know for a fact that if you're a tarot reader and you've been reading, if you say the same shit over and over and over, I'm not going to entertain you because you don't know how to read tarot. And then, some idiots have come in here and say, oh, you read cards with words on it. Okay, so what happens when I do mediumship? Do I read mediumship cards? Is there a spirit with a fucking board in the background? Hey, Mark, tell them my hair is brown. Hey, Mark, tell them go clean their fridge. No, idiot. It doesn't work like that. I read tarot. I can read any damn deck. I've already proved that. Like spirit doesn't have a board in the background. Hey, welcome to Bermuda. Welcome to the airport. Fuck you talking about? Hey, I'm so-and-so's grandma. Oh, by the way, hold on a shit. Oh, that's the next card. It's free. I'm the father's grandma. Like people are so delusional, they try to get me off my game or like make it seem like I'm not real or something. Like I'm like, you can't get me. Are you out of your mind? I've already proved this shit already. Like, go away. Don't be hating. Hey, Philomena, you had a dream that my prices went up? Nah, that's a nightmare. That's not a dream. Yeah, exactly, Becca. Yeah. Let me catch up with the chat here. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, Cindy. I did a telephone reading one time and that ended up being like $100 and I got no answers. It was just dragged on bullshit. Oh, absolutely, Blue Nile. I tried to tell people this for years that you can tell spirit. Look, I used to use if for instance, if your mother or your father spoke Portuguese and didn't know how to speak English, they never had to use English and they can't speak English. And I'm trying to get a mediumship and I know Portuguese, but I can hear them in Portuguese, right? So I'll be fine. But if somebody does a reading for somebody that, like, say if I did a French reading for a French grandma and she didn't know no English. So she would say things and I'm like, no, I don't speak French. So I would have to use the cards to interpret what she wants to say. And I did it on here for somebody from Holland one time. The person was talking Dutch. And I was like, look, does your father speak like English? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to try and translate what they're saying. So I shuffled the cards and then I said, please tell me in English what you want me to know, what you want me to tell her. And I end up getting the message across. And then she was like, okay, that makes sense because that's who he is and that's blah, blah, blah. So you can use the cards for mediumship because it's a translation. But people just don't understand that. There's different things to mediumship. Mediumship isn't just like hearing spirit or dealing with them. Some people can translate it all. It's like that mediumship guy that's in the taxi that takes people around, and then the guy goes, "Oh, I'm a medium. When you came into, are you open to it?" Some people are like, "No." Some people are like, "No, I don't care." And he did a reading for like, I don't know how true that shit is, right? But he's actually on TikTok. That guy. And that cab driver medium or seatbelt medium. That's what he is. I think it's called seatbelt medium. He does readings for people that come in the car and all that shit, right? And I don't know how true it is. I don't know if that is really true. But some of those people, like, but see, what he's doing is real. There's people who have that gift. Like his gift is even way stronger than mine. Like he was in there giving super detail and saying all this shit and names and all that. Like that's fascinating. Like I like that stuff. I wish I can get more names and more things like that. But that's developed over time. That's developed in a special gift you have. Like not everybody's gonna have the same gift because God wants us to be unique. They don't want us to be the same. We're gonna be unique in our own way. So his thing is he gets names. He gets like the actual person, what they did for a living, whereas me, I get like video clips. I just get like, things put in front of me and show me where they are, what they're doing, what they look like. Whereas this guy, he never said what they look like. He was just saying like, who they are, what their name was, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's wicked. That's cool. Like I love that shit. But yeah, you can use because that's what basically mediumship has different forms in different ways. You can see, smell, hear, taste, all that stuff. You can do all the five senses, really. Yeah, backup. That's a good thing. But like I said, people don't, even if you spend money on readings, like don't abuse it because if you're going to the same person asking the same question, I mean, if you're going to different readers, if you go to 3 readers today and ask the same exact question, you're disrespecting yourself and you're disrespecting spirit. And I'm guilty of it. Everybody's guilty of it because we get caught up in the moment. Like we want to know the truth. And if we didn't get the truth the first time, we try and get it the second time, or we see if every reader corresponds with each other. It becomes like an addiction, but not really, but sometimes, but yes, okay. But it's like, you just want to get that clarification. So you think you're doing it right, but you're really not. You're disrespecting spirit by asking them over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like people just don't understand that part of it. But I ask the same question every year. When am I gonna find love? Am I gonna find love in the next couple months? Because there's nothing else that I want to ask because everything else is fine. So if somebody says, "Hey, Mark, I'll answer a question for you," I'll be like, "Okay, well, you see any love coming my way?" I'll be like, "All right, cool, whatever." And if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna come in your room and say, "Hey, you fraud! I'm still single. What the fuck is your problem? Like you're a joke." I'm never gonna do that because it's up to me whether I accept the love, right? Somebody can come in my life, but I have an opportunity to talk to this girl and rap to her and say to get her to come out with me, right? It's still my choice. Well, I pull cards on my own lots of times. Philomene, I see that you donated. You can ask your question, sweetie. If not, I'm gonna talk everybody's ear off. Yes, and I am early today because the weather was really crappy. It's really windy. And it was raining just now. Now the sun's up. But there's more rain coming, so I don't want to go outside and do something and then like have the rain come and then ruin my day. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna come on here now and see if anybody's about. All right, Cindy, no problem, sweetheart. It's good seeing you, and thanks for your input. She has great hair and says she loves you. Yeah, that's the famous. That's the famous thing. Mediumship is like that's why a lot of people don't believe in mediumship because people tear the ass out of it. They're like, "Oh, is your grandmother passed?" And you're like, "Yes." Like 90% of people's grandmas are going anyway, right? So they're like, "Oh yes, my grandma's passed. Oh, she says she loves you so much." What else can you tell me? Can you predict something? Um, yeah, she says that keep working every day and making money. That's the best thing you can do. Okay, I'm doing that now. She says that your car might break down next week. Oh, but I don't have a car. Oh, well, maybe the guy coming. Is somebody picking you up? No, I go on the bus. Okay, well then the bus is gonna break down in a week. Okay, and I'm like, okay, there. Great medium. You're amazing. It all depends, because when you do mediumship for someone, if that person that's asking you to do mediumship is not doing the right thing in their life, you're not going to get any answers. And I've had that happen to me a lot, where people are like, "Hey, I'm not talking to this person. They're doing some dumb shit right now. They're not doing what they're supposed to doing. They're on drugs, or they're lying, or they're committing adultery or some shit like that." Where the spirit will be like, "I'm not talking to this person." And I'll have to sit there and be like, "Look, this person's not really saying anything." And towards the end of the reading, they'll be like, "Well, I know that person is upset with me, so yeah, it makes sense." And I'm like, "Well, why are you even wanting to talk to somebody that thinks you're doing shit anyway? You're not gonna get no answers." It's like in real life, people block you when you act crazy, right? So you're not gonna speak to you. Spirit has a block delete button too. All right, Philomena, you said Yeah, exactly, Blue Nile. Yeah. All right, Philomene said, "How did Trey feel when I broke things off with him?" All right. Yeah, exactly. Trey feels like he let you down, like he didn't really, fulfill your needs or make you feel like he feels like he let you down, and he feels like he can't give you what you want. He feels like you're too strong of a woman for him. He feels like you have more strength, more control. He also feels like you tried to make it seem like you have to control things, or you tried to maybe control how you want things done. And he said, well, you know what, I won't be able to do that. I can't meet your needs. I can't put in that type of action. He also feels like he doesn't want to change the way he lives, or he doesn't want to change the way he is, even though he may say he is. He's still going through like a transformation and trying to make way for like new things and get away from his old life and old ways. I also think that maybe he's not financially secure, and he feels like I can't do anything for Philomena because I gotta like make sure my papers right so I can take care of her or take her out to dinner or do things with her or live with her or whatever the case may be. So he's thinking like, I can't do this and be with her at the same time. So now that you broke things off with him, he feels like, bad luck, like he has bad luck, like he can't make you happy or won't be able to make you happy. He has like he has like this experience that, I always let everybody down around me. And he feels like he didn't have the opportunity to like get with you and show you that he's changed, or show you that he's okay, or show you that he wants to do things. So I also feel like he wants to work more and get more money so he can feel more secure. And I think that he won't be able to do that if he starts dating you, or you might like, he thinks that you're probably trying to control him, or you want to control him, or want to tell him what to do. And he's like, no, no. So I feel a sense of letdown and bad luck on his end, but he also knows that you're going to be fine on your own, and he knows that your energy and your courage will get you through your single life, and he'll just have to try again, or he'll just have to prove to you that he's actually worthy of your love. But I feel like he's going through a lot of bad luck right now as far as money and work and things like that. So I would say, he feels kind of let down, and feels like he has no opportunity to show you anything. You didn't give him a long enough opportunity. Yeah, Blue Nile, triggering spirits is just like how I said. Like, I feel like people trigger spirits every day. They ask them stupid questions, or they ask like the same questions to multiple readers, and then the spirit's like, you know what? Like, when are you gonna learn that this is the answer and move on from it? Or like, sometimes if you complain a lot, complaining is like, it's almost like when you complain too much, it's like the devil's got a hold of you because you have no faith. So a person who complains 24/7 about life and about what's going on, and this and that, and they constantly complain, you're like being possessed with demonic behavior, because the devil's always complaining that he can't get you. So if you keep complaining, you become him. Whereas if you're positive and you believe in God and you have faith, then you're gonna say, I'm gonna get through my day. I'm gonna make shit happen. I'm gonna get a better life, a better job. I'm gonna stop complaining and say, I will, and I can. And trust yourself to make the things happen. Now, if you don't do that, you're gonna fall back into the devilish ways of complaining. And then spirit's gonna be like, all this freaking idiot does is complain all day, and go to like 10 psychics a day and get all this information that confuses the shit out of them, and then they're gonna complain because the readings didn't happen. So there's a way to deal with it, and there's a way to like learn from your your behavior and what you're doing. Some people blame tarot for their life, but nobody ever said that tarot ruins lives. You ruined your own life by getting too much readings. If you drink too much alcohol, you get drunk and you might die and get your stomach pumped out, right? So too much of anything is bad for you. If you abuse tarot, you abuse readers, it's your fucking fault. Don't blame life, blame the way you live it. That's a simple fact. So when people come in here and they want to get a mediumship reading, they're not abusing anything. They just want to find out about their ancestors or their person that they love that's in spirit, wanting to know if they're connecting, if they're doing the right thing, or how they feel about them. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like a reading. I can give you a reading and then you come back like a month later and get another one or something like that. That's okay. But if you do it every single day, all day, if you're on YouTube all day you punch in on the search bar live tarot and you go to every damn free reader that's out there and you ask the same damn question every day, you're ruining your own life. You're ruining your trust for God and for spirit and for yourself. You're looking like a desperate freak. Like, stop doing that shit. There's no need to know every damn thing because you're never going to know everything. But not too many readers are going to tell you that shit. See, they don't want to tell you that because they want your money. And they want to corrupt you into believing that this shit's going to happen, man. And the cards is telling them it's not going to happen. But if they fear by telling you the wrong answer, you're going to keep coming back to find the right answer. Or you're going to go to everyone until you find what you want to believe. And then it programs in your brain. That's why I never guarantee anything, because nothing's guaranteed. Because that's what men do. See, that's what men do. They make you lust over that D. See, they make you feel like, they fight with you and then they want to have makeup sex because makeup sex is apparently the best sex. But I wouldn't know that because I don't make up with nobody. I get rid of them. When it comes to makeup sex, I'm the wrong person to talk to because I don't make up nothing. Get your ass out of here. Put your makeup on and leave. That's the makeup you're going to get. Put your makeup on and get the fuck out. I ain't no makeup sex with nobody. Out of your damn mind. Get the hell out of here. Go have sex with somebody else who wants drama in your life. It's spirit that is that's on point. I give all the credit to spirit, to God, to all that our angels, all our ancestors, all our people. If we believe it, then it happens. Oh, that's nice. What, he took him today? So you're going live today? Oh, okay, cool. Just let me know when you're coming on. Yay. That's good. See, sometimes you gotta fuck them off, That's it. As simple as that. You gotta hold your ground. At the end of the day, it's a 50-50 thing. The father has to deal with it. You have to put your foot down. Yeah. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? No, my sister tried to do that, but it ain't working. See, because my sister's husband, right, that she's getting a divorce from, he goes around telling everybody that he bought a new car so he can cart his kids around. He's had his car for 2 weeks and he ain't even told the kids the car is his, and he ain't even told the kids, hey, let's go get ice cream, let's go get food, let's go for a drive. He's lying to everybody, and people are coming to my sister and saying, oh, he says he bought that big car because he's taking your kids around. She goes, he's had the car for 2 weeks. He ain't even told him the car is his, and he ain't even took him for a drive yet. So why the fuck you lying? You look like an idiot. And the kids are like, I ain't going in his car anyway. I don't need to go in there. I'm going with my uncle and my mom. I don't give a shit about this moron. Like, I don't know what people get out of lying every day. Like, you got to remember your lies. I don't have to remember any lies because I don't lie about nothing. Anytime I lie is in my bed, Lie the fuck down. And then if the kids disown him because he lies too much, he's gonna say that me and my sister are corrupting him. That's what he's gonna say. See, a liar never has proof, and they just convince themselves that what they do is right. It's disgusting. It really is. It's delusional, disgusting, and crazy. I don't get why people have to lie every day. It doesn't make any sense. Why can't you just say, look, I got a car. Hopefully I can, take my kids around when I have time. After this divorce is done, like I'm gonna see what happens. Like, why you can't just like be honest? Or why can't you just say, look, I got a car to be a show off, to be an idiot, to be better than everybody else, like, because that's the real truth. And then people wonder why men get the blunt end of the disrespect. Then people wonder why, and then some men have the nerve to say that the mothers are corrupting their children. But you're doing the dumb shit. So how can a mother you expect a mother to lie about you to get their kids to believe your lies? Is that what you want? That ain't gonna happen. And a kid usually, flocks to their mother unless their mother's like some crackhead hoe that, the kid finds out and they're like, my mommy's a hoe. I'm gonna go chill with my dad. I finally realized my dad's the better one, and my mom's some ranko, whatever. But then you have the opposite where, my dad's a deadbeat daddy, doesn't give a shit about me. I'm gonna hang with my mom. That's why God made a mom and a dad. You can choose who you want to be with. You can choose who you love more. You can choose who you want to be around and who's going to influence you in your best life. It happens every day, man. People, it happens. But I just don't like the fact that people disrespect their children. That's fucked up, Like you have two beautiful boys, 13 and 15. They're doing really good in school. They're doing really good in sports. They're healthy. And they're good kids. They don't get in trouble. And you don't even want to associate with your kids. And you lie to everybody saying that you take them around in your car. Well, where's the pictures of you and them in the car? You put your picture of your car on Instagram and Fluent and Facebook, but you won't put a picture with you and your kids in the car. Hey guys, going with my kids in the car. That's gonna make you look like a real dad. Like, are you fucking delusional? Are you that stupid? Like, you think people are like born? You think people are born this size and their mother's an elephant? Is it? You think I came out of an elephant and I'm 40 something years old? I was born this size. Fuck you talking about, man? Like, come on, bro. Like, children are a blessing, and you want to like treat your kids like that? Like, you're an idiot. But lies convince people. Yeah, it is ego, but it's just delusional lies. And I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people. I know tons of people who do that. That's why, like, I don't like a lot of guys. That's why I don't get along with too many men, because they do the wrong things. They disrespect their wives, their kids, their baby mama. I don't like that. I'm not that type of person. Hey, go for it. It's all good. If you want to be good in your nightgown, that's cool. One time I was live and somebody said, Mark, I can see your hat and your shirt. And I said, oh, I'm in my underwear and it's red because you can't see down there. I'm like, you ain't gonna see below this. It's only a table right here where I'm pulling my cards. But I could be wearing underwear, it's all good. You ain't gonna see. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, no. You can get me in trouble. I said, I can do what I want. You can't see below there. Yeah, but see, Lorraine, you did all that and then you're gonna eat pizza. So you're like, you pretty much, defeated the purpose of doing that. You hate squats? Chanel doesn't. He likes squats. All right, well, you say so. So now you're working off Monday's pizza. It's Wednesday, see? So now you're working off Monday's pizza. Good job. Yeah. I know he does. I know he does, but you know, that's how she is. See, she sees that pizza in her vision. Yeah. But yet you just said you hate squats, but you'll do it for him. See? Don't get me started. All right, I'll leave you alone today, Lorraine. I'll leave you alone. Great job, Lorraine. Keep it going. You can do it. Go, Lorraine, go. Go, Lorraine, go. Becca, you want a message? And if anybody else wants a message, let me know. I'll give you one. Hey, Ninja, how you doing? Now the sun's up. It goes cloudy, it rains, then the sun comes up. I'm doing good today. All's good. Yeah, I'm much better. You fell and you can't get up? That's all right. Just lay on your back. You're used to that anyway. All right, Becca, let's see what we got for you. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just stating facts. You know? You just said I fell and I can't get up. So you're on your back, right? I say you're used to being there, you know? Oh boy. See, you tempt me to say things like that. See, you tempt me. I can't help it. You fell right into that trap. All right, Becca, let's see what we got for you. 1, 2. Yeah, you gotta call somebody because I won't be there. All right, Becca, you may feel hurt. You may be hurt by someone. Obviously, hurtful words, hurtful things. We already know who that's probably from. And just know that you're untouchable. You know, if you look at this card, it's got a bronze rose on it, and it's all like, you know, it's like an ornament type of thing. So you gotta just feel like you're this way and just feel like, you know, I'm made out of brass, I'm made out of steel. Nobody's gonna break me. They can break me. You won't break me, you won't hurt me because I'm untouchable. If you start to believe that you're untouchable, you will be. And when you do, that is going to be your fate. Your fate is to keep believing that you're untouchable. And see what happened? You put your foot down. You told your baby daddy, you better come here and pick up your son because this is fucking bullshit. I ain't taking this shit no more. And look what happened. You put your foot down. It was fate. But you had to realize that you're not going to be hurt anymore. And you have to realize that you're untouchable. You can't break me. It ain't going to happen. So if you feel like you're untouchable, it'll be that way. And now you can celebrate with all your friends and go live. And I can tease Lorraine more on your live. That'll be great. So there you go. That's your message. If anybody else wants a message, let me know. If you look on my description, it says free message of choice. So if you want a love message, I'll give you a love message. If you want a regular message, I'll give you a regular message. I have like 1, 2, 3, 10 decks here. So just tell me what you want, and I'll give it to you. Except for, you know, me showing you my underwear or something like that. That's not going to happen. What would you like, Ninja? Yeah, my red Perry. Anything? Okay. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, let me know if you want a message too, sweetheart. I didn't even know you were here. I thought you left. All right. Ninja, someone's intentions may not be as real as you think. Someone's intentions may not be as real as you think. You deserve love and not pain. And next time you complain, count your blessings. And I suggest that to everyone. I like pink things too. I haven't worn a pink shirt in a long time. I gotta go pull out my pink shirts. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wear a pink shirt tonight. I'm gonna wear a pink shirt. I'm a pink hat. I'm gonna wear pink. I haven't worn pink in a while. I gotta give respect to all my cancer patients and cancer people out there, and have a pink moment. I think that'll be nice of me. I think I'll wear pink tonight. I gotta go pick out a nice pink shirt and iron it. I got a new iron today. I mean, not today. I got a new iron this week. I think I got it on a Saturday. I can't remember. Oh no, hell no! The honeybee shirt's gone. I had to get rid of that because everybody was buzzing too much about that. My comments were, "Hey, Marky B," and then they put a B on the end, and like, I got sick and tired of that shit. I was like, I ain't wearing that outfit ever again. They ruined that outfit. It was too much B's, and then fucking I saw the B emojis like that every day. Hey, Marky B. They tore the ass right out of that outfit. Oh my god. I was like, I gotta get rid of this and never wear that again. The other night I came on here all in purple, and I put it on myself. I said, "Oh, I'm looking like Barney tonight. I love you and you love me," and everybody started laughing. So the next time I wear it, I'll probably say the same thing. Even my nephews say, "Hey, bro, you look like Barney." And then when I wear blue, they tell me that I look like a blueberry. I'm always getting teased, but I love it because I'm always teasing everybody, so I can take it as much as I can dish it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wear pink tonight. That sounds good. All right, Cindy, let's see what we got for you. Yes, I have a pole too. I used to pole dance in my previous life. I used to be a male stripper, and then God saved me, and I became a good person. I started to be the person who goes to see strippers. Okay, Cindy, there could be a person around you that's very ignorant and short-sighted, and they might not see what you see. This person may not accept superficial knowledge per se. Like they might not believe because they've had like a lot of doubt and suspicion in their life and in their heart. It could be very timid. They could be very like fearing. They fear everything reasonably because they have been through, shady people and, characters that are like shameful or nasty. So this person is someone who is not going to really believe what they see and see what they believe. They might be very negative. There could be a woman around you that being like that, that's very negative. We're saying, why does this happen to me? Why does this happen to me? And why does this have to happen? I wish I didn't have to be this way or that. Then so the person might be like it could be like a negative thought from a woman that's around you. So it could be like mom, sister, daughter, could be somebody you work with, could be somebody that you happen to hear and they call you and tell you all their problems, and you're like, oh my God, just go away already. This person also has a lot of indecisive behavior where they might be saying, hey Cindy, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? They contradict themselves. They want to involve themselves in a better situation, but they don't. And you sit there and tell them, hey, look, you should do this and do that and do that. And then they're going to dispute with you for their own personal gain or their own personal feelings. And you're going to be like, you know what? I really don't have enough time to listen to this shit. So try not to be too open to listening to everybody's crazy behavior and crazy thoughts. Yeah. So there is like a woman around you that, or it could be multiple women around you that's going to be like kind of fearing their life. Yeah. So this person is going to be like talking to you nonstop about life, and they're going to be very indecisive because you're going to tell them one thing and they're going to do another. This person can also be at a distance from you, and this person is like, trying to overcome their difficulties, but their head is not screwed on right. But you just got to keep telling them like you're going to have success after your anxiety moment. It takes time. I guess you can just tell them positive things and counteract their negativity. Yeah, your daughter, yeah. Yeah. So this person doesn't see the light. Like they don't get it. They're just like, they might be mad because people gossip about them and things like that. So you're going to be dealing with this situation in the next 7 days. So that's your general message. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Anytime. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the situation is. Sometimes we have to deal with crazy people or in crazy situations, or our family, which is what I deal with every day. I'm so drained from this week. Yeah, she creates. So yeah, I can see that. She contradicts herself. That's what I get. Like contradictions. Saying one thing, doing another, saying one thing and not doing it, and then blaming everybody else or blaming someone close to her for not telling her or whatever. So in the next couple of days, you'll be hearing a lot more. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, sometimes we feel like we're doing the right thing for somebody, but really it isn't. And that's why, like, I could have went to work today, but my head's not in the right place. I have a job I have to do for my client, but it's not like a job that I have to do right away. It's something that can wait. And I was gonna go work today, and I was like, you know what, Mark, just take a few more days off. Are you going live, Becca, soon? Let me know when you're going live so I can be available. Because I'm gonna go get some lunch in a minute. It's already like 1:20 here, so. Yeah, Cindy, I had to take a few days off and regather my thoughts and everything, because it's hard being a psychic and a medium and thinking about why this happened, and I'm trying to figure it out and get everybody's like input. I went to go see his nephew yesterday, which is a good friend of mine, and I went to his job, and we embraced and hugged twice, because we grew up with him. And he said that he doesn't understand why he took his life, and he says this is just more to it. He says he says he might not find any answers at all. And when he said that to me, I was like, well, little do you know, I can get the answers, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell him I'm a medium, and it's too early for that shit, so I can't use my gift like that, to like be a detective. That's not what I want to do. I want him to come on his own time, on his own will, and talk to me and tell me the truth. If I go to them and say, oh yeah, he did this because of that, I might open up a can of worms, and that's not what I want to do, because it's none of my business. It's not my family, and it's not my right to say anything to anybody. So when he's good and ready, he'll come to me and tell me, and I'll keep that to myself. And if I have to take it to the grave, I will, because it's not my right to tell people what it is. He did it for a reason. And his nephew said that he wished he could have known, because he would have helped him. He pretty much said the same thing that I said. So he said we have to move forward, and I agree. It's done, it's done. We have to move forward and just live our lives and see what happens. And hopefully I'll get the answers one day when he's good and ready. I'm not pressuring anybody or trying to get answers from anybody or do anything like that. I'm just going to leave it alone. And then, it is difficult, and it's been messing with my mind a lot, because like I don't like to hear things like that. And I feel like I always could have prevented it, but it's not for me to prevent. I can't prevent death. It's not possible. Doctors can't even prevent death. So what's going to happen is meant to happen. I have to, swallow my pride and just say, you know what, it's not for me to deal with. It's not my problem. It's something that I have to deal with it. Yeah, and that's why I respect it. I respect his wishes and his thoughts. And when he's ready, somebody told me, yesterday, that a friend of mine said, sorry for your loss, but when this person's ready, they'll come to you because they know that you can deal with spirit. And, exactly. I realize that now, Cindy, but, when you're caught up in the moment, you're like, what the hell? Like, and his nephew said the same thing I said. I would have bet my life that he would have never been the person to do that. And I would bet my life too that he would have never done that. But see, I have a saying, you never know what somebody's going through. So don't treat them different. That's what I do on here. All because I see everybody in here, it doesn't mean that they're not struggling. It doesn't mean that they're not an addict. It doesn't mean they're wanting to commit suicide. It doesn't mean that they're perfectly fine. It doesn't mean that. Some people come in here just to talk and just to listen. They don't get a card. They don't get a reading. They just want to listen to things and see, I'm not alone. And that's okay. Like, I don't mind, because people should be saying, I wish people would open up and get help, but not everybody's open to help because they think they can't be helped. See, everybody has a different mentality. We're all different. And, people have the right to believe what they want, say what they want, and do what they want. It's their life. So there's obviously something that no one will ever know. Some things are best unsaid, and some things you'll never know. It's just like everybody saying, for instance, is God real? Is Jesus real? Is the Bible real? It's all depends if you want to believe it. So if I say, he committed suicide because his wife cheated on him, and I spread that rumor, right? Then people are going to believe that. Then somebody else can say, oh, he killed himself because he was bankrupt. So 10 people can say something about him, but which one is right? You'll never know, because you can't talk to him no more. Only a medium can talk to him now. So now we're the only ones with the answers. But that's if he tells me the answer. I'm only going to get the answer if he tells me. If he tells me, okay. If he doesn't, I'll keep his secret. I'll keep whatever I have to do. It's on me, not on anybody else. And he might not choose to tell me anything because it's none of my business. And that's the beauty of doing this type of stuff. You have to respect it. You can't go fishing for information that doesn't belong to you. And we're all guilty of doing it. I tease everybody and say, oh, this is terror blackmail. We're going to find out. If spirit allows me to find out, I will find out. But if it's not meant for me to find out, it ain't going to be meant for me to find out. I'm not going to find out the truth. I joke about it, but I don't have a right to do that sometimes. And sometimes I get caught up in the moment where we just joke about it or we just check. If spirit says, okay, you're allowed to check, they'll give me the answer. If not, then, they can take the warning, because at the end of the day, this is God versus the devil. So if God wants me to know what I can see and what I can hear, then he's going to tell me through the cards. So he's going to tell that person to tell me, or I'm going to tell that person. So we're still battling it. We're still battling evil, but we're doing it through this way. So what's wrong with that? But there's a bad side to everything and a good side to everything. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And that's why I joke about it and do. And sometimes I don't joke. I actually do. It's the way it is. But, I feel like I have to take time, because, what my job that I have coming up, and then tomorrow is my cousin's funeral. I have to take my mom and dad to the funeral. I knew this woman. I'm not going to the funeral personally, because I don't really do funerals like that. But I'm gonna go to my friend's funeral, because he meant more to me than my cousin did. Because I don't really know her personally like that. I just know her daughter. That's it. But my parents are going, because that's my dad's first cousin. And he's gonna go. He asked me to take him. I'm gonna take my mom and him to the funeral, and I'm gonna come back home. But I'm definitely going to my friend's funeral. I want to. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna go, because I don't really like doing funerals at all. But I feel like, I can go to this one, because this is somebody who I grew up with, somebody who I have no beef with, I have all love and respect for him. And I think that if I go, I'll earn his respect and spirit, and he can help me and I can help him. So yeah, I'm not going to regret going. It's just that it's going to be very hard. Yeah, because I don't really just go to anybody's funeral. Trust me, I only go to close friends and people who actually did something for me in my life. I just don't go to a funeral just to go to it. I have to go out of respect, to gain respect from that spirit, or gain respect from that person, or or just to show my respect, as I'm here. So that's what I want. But I'm not just going to go to anybody's funeral. Like, that's not me. I'm not that type of person. Or because I know you doesn't mean I'm going to your funeral. I'll reflect on you and say, if you need me, I'm here, but I'm not going to go. I don't really do funerals that much, because it's a lot of pressure on me. As a medium, it's hard to go to a funeral. Hard, because you get like you feel the pressure. And I'm like, no thanks. I'm not doing that, because I felt the pressure a few times, and I'm like, nope, this is making me sick. Like, I can't handle it. Like, I have a weak stomach. I get too emotional around. I may be tough, but I get very emotional when it comes to like death and seeing people cry, and all the emotions attack me at once. And I can't do that. Like, it's gonna drain me for a while. It'll consume me. So I try not to do it, but I have to like really prepare myself for this funeral coming up for him. So I gotta really prepare for it, because I know I'm gonna get, zapped by the energy. But I can handle it. I'm a big boy. I know I'll be fine. If I feel overwhelmed, I'll just leave. I'll just like go off to the side, breathe. The main thing is breathing. I have to breathe. I can't just like stop breathing and be like, oh shit, oh shit. If I feel like I'm consumed, I'm just gonna go. So yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I'll be all right. I'll be good. after it's all said and done, I'll feel like I have more power from him and from spirit. So it's a blessing, to be honest. I look at the good part of it, and that's how everybody should look at it. The more people that die in your life that you're close to, the more of a spirit army you have, and you're the general. And you're the general they come to give answers and help. See, they're like, you know what, Mark's doing the right thing. He's helping these people get closure. He's helping these people in spirit. He's not doing it to be famous or to make money. He's doing it to help. He really does want to help. So as a spirit, I'm going to be there for him and make sure I help him give these people the answers they receive. So when all those spirits connect, that's when you get your answers. Yeah, it is hard to deal with. It's not something that I deal with very well, and I'll admit it. You know, it hurts. It hurts to see people you care about, you know, uh, mourn over it. That's the word. I know the funeral is going to be packed. It's going to be a lot of people because he was very well known, and his family's big. He has a big family. So it's going to be a task to deal with, and I'm going to see all my family and friends because we all know each other, and we're going to be, Bermuda's a small place. It's a small community. It's a small island. So everybody pretty much knows everybody. So you're going to see people you like, you don't like, and see people you haven't seen in years. So it's going to be a moment to remember. So I have to really prepare myself mentally and spiritually to get there and make sure that I'm going to be all right. But I'm ready. I'm good. Anyway, guys, it's 1:30 here. I'm going to go and get some lunch and relax. And now the sun's out, I'm going to try and do some stuff outside. Hopefully the rain's gone now and I can go outside and do something out here. So I'm going to do some gardening, get rid of all these weeds. All right, Cindy, it's good seeing you, sweetheart. Take care. And thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Ninja, always a pleasure. Thanks for your support, everybody. I appreciate you. I'll be on later on. I'll be on later on at some time or late tonight. I'll be on later on or late tonight. I'm going to be in and out because I like coming on here and talking to everybody and, having some type of peace of mind. All right. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Mwah.